I've always had an interest in the medical field and in the human body. Like, I've always found it fascinating, but it really comes down to what a nurse is for someone.
All good?
A nurse is someone that is there through the whole journey. They're the one that provides that support. They're the one that shows them the compassion, the empathy. I love that. When patients are in hospital, they're at their most vulnerable. And being able to be there for them through that moment is why I became a nurse. Providing that love and that comfort and that care for them.
It is. Can I do your vital signs?
My mum actually told me about Mercy Ships, which is really funny because she's not a Christian, but she watched a documentary in Australia about Mercy Ships. And she knew that I always wanted to volunteer to some capacity in sort of developing countries or in international aid work, essentially. She called me and she's like, Ayla, I've watched this documentary, and she's like, I just thought of you, like I had to tell you. And I was like, tell me about it. And it honestly sounded like a dream come true. Like, it was such an incredible organization that embodied loving people in a way that I think is just so different to anything that any organization has ever done. Like, it's incredible. Who has ever heard of a giant hospital ship that can go all over the coast of Africa and help people and provide free surgeries? Like, that's life-changing. Like, I don't think there's anything else like that in the world. And I just knew that, like, this is what I want to do, you know? I didn't grow up in a Christian household. I think I knew, like, of God and of Christianity, but didn't know anything else. When I applied for Mercy Ships, knowing that it was a Christian organization, I came in with like a really open mind, just being really, really curious about what Christianity was, kind of thinking I'd come and serve for the 3 months and then go off traveling, and that would be my time. God had other plans, of course. The loving approach from this community is the reason I know God now. The way that people showed love here was like nowhere I'd ever experienced it. There was nowhere else in the world that I've felt this kind of love before. I really, truly believe that. Like, I came in here and all I could see was God's love. I saw God's love in the crew members. I saw God's love in our patients, in our day crew. And I knew God's love. I finally realized that I was worthy of being loved. Like, I am worthy of being loved, and I can be forgiven, and I can forgive as well. And that, like, I've been saved. I was saved. I can't explain to you the feeling that came over me, but it was incredible. Before I'd even said anything to my mum, she was like, Ayla, like, what's going on? Like, you seem so much more like peaceful and content, and like you're healing from past trauma.
Hey,
She used to joke, oh, wouldn't it be funny if you came home and you found God, or you were religious now? And I'd just be like, yeah, that'd be so funny. I was like, actually, Mum, funny you should say this, but I'm Christian now. Like, I accepted Jesus as my savior. Like, this is what's been going on in my life. And I was so nervous to share that with her, but she could see that, like, there was this new peacefulness in me, and like I was healing for the first time in my life. And so that was really special to be able to share that with her. I think that my faith journey has definitely impacted the way I nurse, and the way I want to be a nurse. And I want to show my patients that I want to be able to show God's love to them through the love that I give them. I mean, that's how I found God. That's how I was saved. That's how I found my faith, was because of the way people loved me. Getting to be a part of this journey of the hope and healing that happens here, like, it's a miracle. Like, it really is.